Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and that humming sound of machinery can only mean one thing. We are back in Dyson Sphere program today. Look at this. I paused it just as the sun was rising, because how beautiful and lovely is that? Of course, it, rises every like 15 seconds on this world, because we rotate pretty quickly. Everybody, happy Wednesday! Happy hump day! I did actually get a request to bring down maybe the ambient sound effects a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure that ambient is... No, that's not the machinery sound. I guess it's the, I guess it must be the sound effect volume. There you go. I mean, it's still there. The humming tells you it's working. But I do understand if it gets on people's nerves a little bit. When we're further away from the machinery, it's a little less hummy. We should have a sweepstake on how long before Quill makes a Satisfactory comment. Actually, here's a comment. I was actually just... Tuesday nights is my board gaming, role-playing night with my buddies. And two of them are way into Satisfactory. And I think... recognize what the issue was with the stream. I think I don't like to stream Satisfactory because it does take a long time to do it. Like, because the guys were talking about their builds and like, oh, I just got to this part and this part. And I'm like, well, how many hours have you put into this build? And someone was like, 150 hours. I'm like, see, I think that's why. I think I was getting a little bit like, I was feeling the stress of trying to make sure things were progressing content-wise on the stream, and that was making me a little antsy. And then the other thing is someone said is, I think the best way to think of Satisfactory is less of 3D Factorial, which I agree. I don't think it is the same, but more as a modded Minecraft. I'm like, that's interesting because despite multiple attempts, I've never really properly gotten to Minecraft ever. And I think that might be carrying over, so that might be some of it. But if we both hum together, we can call it hummus. Hummus. Yeah. Oh, Washington. Yo, building your 3D printer. Oh, 230 volts and watching a stream. What could go wrong? Actually, just talking about 3D printers a couple of days ago at the dinner table with Asincha and A Kiss for Luck, and how it's like we'd love to have it, but it would be for us in the household little more than an expensive toy that we wouldn't really use very often. But I love the concept of it. I've got a friend actually who's got one and made for one of my board games, Eclipse. Unfortunately, I only have the first edition Eclipse. So Eclipse, a new Dawn for the Galaxy, but there's now a second edition. I think it's called Second Dawn for the Galaxy, which I really wish I had that one because the better game balance and stuff. Anyway, Eclipse is a board game that has like a lot of little cubes and things like that. That you're trying to keep on your player board, and it was really annoying. Well, he printed out a little tray to keep our little production cubes in, and to me that was like, shit, do I need a 3D printer? Also, I kind of want one when every now and again when the moons align, I get into electronics and robotics. I have got a whole like workstation set up down here in my basement for that kind of work, and I thought like a 3D printer would be cool to be able to like make the chassis and stuff or parts and things like that. Yeah, it's a toy unless you're a product designer. Yeah. So it was really tempting, but I don't think I can justify it personally, unfortunately. So I'm very jealous to all the people who have found a way to justify getting a 3D printer, because I want one. Yeah, Grumpy, it's always a tough balance when I play games. I feel like when I'm making content for audience, because part of it is I also watch a lot of gaming content, and people who are too slow with the gaming, or who don't talk enough, I can't watch this. I need to like keep me focused kind of thing. So I do feel like it's quite important when I'm streaming that, or even recording videos, that I want to keep a certain kind of pace and tempo going. And every now and again you run into a game that like is better played in a different style. And so I don't tend to, I don't feel comfortable streaming them the same way. It stresses me out. Now, my approach is not necessarily the best approach, but it's the approach I use. It's like when I'm watching other people play, do a Let's Play on YouTube, a lot of times I'm watching on 1.5 speed, sometimes 2x speed. If they're people who talk kind of slowly and not that energetically, then yeah, that slider is going up to 2x speed on the YubTubs. I think you can do the same thing on Twitch VODs, but I'm not sure. Haven't really done it before. A quill from your M deer? Mbemdir, and a goal for me this year to try learn coding. Oh, if a good place to start learning with no experience. There are a ton of good resources for learning to code online. Yeah, I used to have handy links going, but I don't know if they're like the same anymore or anything like that. So I apologize, I don't have something ready to go for you. My bad. Can confirm you can watch 2x speed Twitch VODs. Yeah, I was pretty sure. And what's funny is it depends exactly on the content and exactly... It's not even necessarily the rate at which someone talks, but partially something about the tone or something in there, whether or not the 2x works or not. But what's funny is when you watch videos on increased speed, and then at some point you go back and it's like set back to 1x, you're like, this is really weird. Why does this person sound so odd? Something about cadence, something about clarity. There's sometimes it works better than for others. But yeah, it can be really funny. But like, I ain't got time. I want to watch twice as much content in the same amount of time. 2x speed. Anyway, speaking of speed and time and stuff like that, I think we've killed enough time to let people trickle into the stream over here. We're going to get started here, but very quickly, I'm going to just check the subs and resubs. We got Cyborg coming in just now, remembering their, oh yeah, the Twitch Prime button. I'm just talking about streaming services with my friends, and like, I'm like, yeah, I can't get rid of like Prime because I order things on Amazon and Twitch Prime and Gaming Prime and Prime Video. It all works out. They got me pretty hooked over there. But thank you for remembering those Prime buttons. Cyborg at 41 months. Red Pandalorian, which is still an excellent name, at 43 months. Drakenwolves at 41, who says, can't wait for KSP2. Now, I gotta say, I think it's probably a good idea for us to have some anti-hype about KSP2, because it is definitely coming in an early access state. Hopefully in an early access state where like the basics are solid and working, although we can probably expect bugs and poor performance at very least at the start of things. And then the big question mark will be how much sort of content is there for just longevity and replayability at this initial early access release. We're going to cross our fingers for it, but I think we probably should be ready to like kind of dial it back a bit. I hope it's going to be awesome, but we'll see. We got Katie coming in at 26 months. Viper's got a 1-year Twitch anniversary, 12 months there. Terrific is at 15. Hertzilla's at 95 months. And just behind him in the race is Blissy at 92. Anon Giles at 82 months. Hank, 00, 33 months. Thank you very much for that. Let's get ourselves started. KSP will be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Truth. I think everything they've got planned for it is going to be phenomenal. But yeah, I think we should for the initial release at the end of February. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. I'm going to be playing it. But yeah. Okay. Let's recap over here. The VOD for the third stream has been transferred over to YouTube. I'm going to confirm that it gets all the way up to 1080p this time before making it live, because episode 2 was stuck at 360 for some reason, which has now been re-uploaded, but yeah, that's kind of annoying. So, and of course, you can watch the VOD on Twitch as well. But this is our little base in Dyson Sphere program, where we are starting to we're covering at least like a quadrant of the world. You can see on the map over here, the yellow bits are actual production, and the blue dots are extra windmills and things like that. Actually, with our windmills included, we are covering quite a bit of the planet. We've got a basic mall sort of set up over here, although this has to be embiggened a fair bit at this point because we are starting to get more and more high-tech requirements, and I'd like to do something for it. I did let the game idle before the stream started, and I believe now, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe now we have researched absolutely everything that requires only blue or red cubes. I think everything else is going to need at least yellow cubes, which we have unlocked the ability to make yellow cubes now, so that's probably what we're working on. This did also include the ability to get an extra level of stacking, so we can now go 7 high with our matrix labs over here. Everything, there's no research actively going on, so these things are just stalled right now. But yeah, you can see here there's actually an achievement for getting to 7 high. It's called Skyscraper or something like that, which I just got. So those are all ready for the next tier. But yeah, I think we'll need to make some yellow cubes, yellow matrices. Last episode, we did take a trip. We did visit a new planet. If I Dyson Sphere editor making a plan. That's cool. I don't think that was there last time I played. There you go, the Sriracha Sprout. So we're on the green sprout. The Sriracha Sprout over here is a lava planet. It is all set up to mine titanium and silicon for us. We did make a trip out there last time, and so we've got a bin with a lot of titanium and some amount of silicon. So I just put down the bins over here to get them out of my inventory. We're probably gonna want to move them somewhere else for some sort of production, but we'll move that when we figure it out. So yeah, I think, unless I should be focusing on power, should we start? Maybe I should start with the solar sails. I was going to say, let's focus on the yellow science, but I'm willing to bet we're going to run into a bunch of problem with needing a bunch more power. Like right now, our power is actually in a pretty okay shape. We're only using half of what's available. Partially because we finally got around to burning some graphite in some of these places for our power cells. I think, yeah, we've got a chain over here and we've got a few others somewhere else. Solar sails and interplanetary logistics. Yeah, that would be... I know we got the planetary logistics unlocked over here, which gave us the Mark III conveyor belts, which you're not using yet, and the planetary logistics. Logistic drone automatically transport cargo between stations when you set the corresponding items for demand. Yeah, only enables delivery around its own planet. And we get the drones. And then interplanetary needs yellow. Not a ton of these yellows, but it needs some. Okay, out of curiosity, and I haven't looked at this yet, what does it take to make a yellow cube, a structure matrix? We need titanium crystal, which we make from titanium and organic crystals. I think, so it looks, yeah, you can gather organic crystals from a vein, although it says rare. But as I say, I think we can make it out of wood and stuff. Although wood, I don't know if there's any automatic production for wood. So other than me cutting down trees and then manually making the crystals, I don't think that's there. However, it does have a recipe here where it takes in plastic plus refined oil plus water to make organic crystals. And plastic is refined oil and energetic graphite. So I think we have everything. Technically, we can be making this. So that was to make the yellow cubes. And then the other side was what? What is this? Diamond, which we get from compressing graphite. Okay, so yeah, again, we can make everything for yellow science. ILS our love. ILS is, oh, interplanetary logic's kind of key. Knowing production shine when you use mine. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if it shows up organic crystals. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to show up as under the planetary reserves list. Like we don't see a number, or we don't even see a 0, right? Like silicon and titanium, 0, but it acknowledged it exists. So presumably we just sort of get lucky to maybe find some. Maybe in other systems we're more likely to find it. It does show up when you have it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't see any on Gagrux 4, which we haven't visited yet. And on the Sriracha Sprout, I also don't see it there. And then we have the planetary ice giant, and then we have, you know, the sun, but that's it for planets in our system. So it feels like we don't have access to it in our current system. Usually in other systems, not home system. Okay, so that's going to be it. That'll be a later thing. All right. Well, it feels like we should try to get at least some yellow science going, because if we can use it to keep unlocking more stuff later, that's nice. On the other hand, yeah, I am worried about like getting enough power generation, but right now we have quite a bit. So this would give us something to use our crude oil for, although currently we are processing, or sorry, the refined oil, something to use the refined oil for. We are decreasing our amount of refined oil currently because we are doing the processing over here, but I mean, I could just start another cracking area, or I could just have a priority thing. I'm wondering about trying, let's try, okay, let's try. If I go and just break this over here, and let's put down a splitter here. Oh, yeah, my inventory might be a little wanky right now because we reset a bunch of things last time. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to automate splitter construction because it doesn't feel like you need that much. It takes 2 seconds to build yourself. I don't have any conveyor belts. Only decreasing because we're burning the generators. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Hang on. Yeah, let's cancel this, although that is going to bring down my overall power. I forgot that I also had that going for the overflow. So to make the organic crystals, we're gonna need the refined oil and water, which we have water over here. There you go. Thank you for getting rid of that. Oil extractor, water pump. Okay, let's go grab some circuits, because I just had to handcraft some, which is silly. Anyway, we'll grab a stack of those. Make me a water pump. Thank you. Where are these? Oh. Did I not? This bin here is where I stored all the leftovers before I went to the other planet. Or do I have another storage bin that I dropped a bunch of random stuff in somewhere before I made a trip? Another garbage bin. I didn't think so. I thought it was just that one. But I'm surprised we don't have any power towers. Oh, I just left a bunch on Sriracha Sprout. That's what it was. I emptied my inventory on Sriracha Sprout. All right. You know, I wonder if I should just stop bothering with wind turbines. Because we're going to run out of real estate on the planet. I'm going to do that just because it'll clean that stack up. Wait. Fab in the mall. Wait, there were organic crystals there. Where were there organic crystals? Lucky. Yeah, we do have foundation. I think I even make them... Yeah, right over here. Let me grab a bunch of that so we can pave over the water. Yeah, screw renewable energy, exactly. Totally overrated, right? Oh, I got some in my garbage bin. Oh, I think you occasionally get some from bashing down trees. Or something like that. Yeah, there you go. You're getting from cutting down trees, yeah. Okay. All right, so I think we need the chemical plant, which we haven't actually used yet. I don't remember everything that's involved, so let me just get you here. Okay. Oh, there you go, first chemical plant. Huzzah! So we would like to make... Okay, so hold on. Organic crystal needs to be made from plastic. So we need to make plastic first. And there's overlap in the requirements. They both need the refined oil. Okay, so actually, cut that down. Get rid of you. Do this. We need our energetic whatevers. Oh, you're not gonna be able to make that hop? Oh, that's fine, because we can make the hop over here. Okay. So with this... How come you just set up that Graphene Protection Center last stream? Yeah, exactly. I have to say, like, it does feel like the way these production chains, the way they design things in Dyson, it does feel like a lot of times stuff tends to be in the same kind of general area. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pave a bunch of the water here, but let's see. Okay. Refined oil, refined oil. So we just get this powered. Okay, you are now producing plastic. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm sure we're gonna want a few more of these. Quite big. 20 per minute, so it's 3 seconds per cycle. So we need 18 to fully saturate one of these belts. I don't know if I'm going to build that many, but I'll go ahead and drop... I'll drop 3. I'll drop a third one here. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna need lots, but I'm just saying for now. And we're gonna leave this space open so I can keep stretching this out. Okay. So next up, somewhere up over here. I think this needed 3 inputs for this, right? At least until you get to the point of having big logistic drone set up, at which point it doesn't matter where you're producing stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's like when you get to logistics drones and construction drones in Factorio, the game explodes. Okay. If I take this... can I go here? No, that's in the way. If I do this and that... Yeah, you know what? So this will interfere with if I want to extend things. Hold on, let me do a splitter instead. That's going to be a lot better. We'll do a splitter down here. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Oh, actually, something else to check. The production for... We're making the crystals now, right? Yeah. For this, needs 2 plastic to 1 of the each. So we almost want to be grabbing... we can do it with a fast grabber. All right, that's going to be fine. Sure, probably, maybe. Are planets similar to train stations in Factorio? I guess, actually. Yeah, I suppose there will be that kind of overlap, yeah. Okay, now we'll put this here, part way up, so it's at least getting input from a couple of different plastic factories. And then you're going to be producing this, and it's a 6-second cycle. So it doesn't feel like we even need to grab very quickly. I'm just going to keep using the Mark 1 sorters here. All right, organic crystals are a go. And you can actually use an entire planet to make just one thing and feed it into an interstellar logistic there. Yeah, I can't wait for that kind of insanity. It is just going to feel absolutely amazing. All right, organic crystals are a go. Where's my... There we go, right over here. Right, embiggen? Yeah. What I want to do is that. Hell. Plan on that. Pave the world, except I'm doing the ground cosmetics instead of paving, because I think the paving tiles look a little bit silly. And because I'm going in this direction, you're going east-west instead of north-south, you do end up with, like, less weird grittiness issues. I don't know if how far I need to go with this stuff. Oh wait, am I getting a collision here? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're okay. And yeah, I don't know what update added to the thing where it like picks up your sorters, your insorters. Your insorters, that's what I should call them. Because I always think of inserters from Factorio, but here they're called sorters. And yeah, the fact that the copies that is so convenient. All right, so yeah, we'll trim it to there. Call that good enough. for now, with room to expand. So that's great. And yeah, I love it that it follows the curvature over here, which gets more and more pronounced as you get near the poles. Is that the backstory? Humanity's fully uploaded to computer simulation, but they're running out of power to run computers, so they send them back to make a Dyson Sphere. Power humanity? Because I know the whole thing with like the research cubes, it's all like about quantum entanglement, like you're linking back to like some sort of central processor or some damn thing like that, which is all really cool. You can copy drag your buildings, including the inserters. Yes, which I have done. I wasn't doing it here because I was getting thrown off by the curvature. It was breaking my AI. Okay, so all this, the idea being, is we're going to be leading this into some sort of matrix lab. Oh, I had it set to ×9. Oh, because that's how many I needed for the upgrade. Some sort of matrix lab somewhere. Actually, I should do it on the opposite side of the road just for so I can expand this if I want. And let's leave an extra gap here. And you are going to produce yellow cubes. Oh shit, we're not done yet. Right, I still need to turn these into titanium crystals. Oh my gosh. All right. I am titanium. So, oh, I didn't, what do we make the titanium crystals in? Is these? Yeah. We make them in assemblers. Okay. Yeah, no, thank you, Dayton. Though, like, quality of life features like that, I definitely want to know about them. I just occasionally forget to drag. All right, let's get those. A bunch of those should probably... I don't have any graphene production yet, nor the processors. I mean, partially is because we have, like, pre-researched a bunch of stuff. Actually, hold on. How to automate building those? I do automate building the assembling machines. I just didn't have... Oh, why did you go there? Just don't have a bin for them. Go. You got that copied? Yeah. There we are. I was like, hold on, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you got a bunch in there? Okay, grab those. All right. I want to be able to put like big marker signs on the map. Is there anything like that? I want to be able to put a label so that when I look around, not only do I see like these little resource things, which happens when you have this pinned on, but I want to be able to put a tag here. It's like to label my production centers. Oh, those are storage boxes? Oh, they are. Which, also good. I guess I don't make the assemblers after all. All right. Let me pick up some gears so I don't hand make those. All right. Would be nice labeling production areas. Yeah, tags. Like I love doing that in like even Civ and stuff like that. I'd love to put little markers for things for plans. You know, your little dot maps and various things like that. Okay. So over here, the idea is we're gonna have an assembler machine over here that is gonna be producing, whoops, titanium crystals. Putting them over here. And for now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have a storage bin feeding it in. And presumably later, where did I put that? Right over here. Oh. I do have too much shit. Actually, let me put as much as possible in that bin. Grab as much of this as I can. Okay. Let me put it a little further back with some amount of space here. I have to pick up some more conveyors. God, you need a lot of those. Hey, can I do this thing as well? for the output? Oh, yeah. Hey! All right. Yeah, I gotta remember that. I wonder if you can stack the logistics on top of that setup as well. Yeah, there you go. Asteric Fish says, put the sorter on a splitter to feed. Yep. Cool. Yoink what's left of that, and then over here, I'll attempt to grab as much as possible here just to sort things, but I'll have to move the silicon somewhere. Rest of the titanium go. All right. You can stack the logi on top of that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any of that built yet, but all right. This is now operating and is definitely grabbing things quickly enough for the production cycle. Excellent. Okay. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. I was just looking at the belts and like, wow, I gotta pick up more. Now, I might not have enough inventory space for a ton. I should probably... I'm gonna change this to produce 4 stacks of belts, because we do tend to grab a lot simultaneously here. Oh, sorry, drones. There you go. We're going to be a little space limited here thanks to the coal. Let's do what we can. Petition to visit pole and check grid effery for non-Euclidean geometry solution in the game. Apparently we have signatures already. Hang on. Well, let's see what happens. There. Ooh, it's actually quite satisfying to build in a circle like this. There you go. There's the pole. I gotta say, they handled the graphics pretty good here too. You're not seeing any texture pinching in a way that you can often get. Yeah. Caring about drones and building it? Yeah, but the robot drones, of course I care about them. I mean, if these were people type drones, then I wouldn't give a crap, obviously. I mean, come on, I have standards. So yeah, and then this time I will remember to click drag. The quality of life! So nice! And yeah, we have a lot more drones now, and they do operate faster than they used to as well, so everything is going pretty swimmingly here in Dyson land. All right, crystals are a go. Hey, can I get my drones to bulldoze a bunch of trees and bring the resources to me? If I go an X here, do they bulldoze trees? No, they don't. Womp womp. And they'll bulldoze it if I build on top of it. In fact, we always run away from the drones. Yeah, I know. Make them run. You're right, I'm kind of mean about them there. Let me trim this back a little because we'll have to route around this stuff. I can do this. Okay, so I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet. So this was all to get to the point to start building yellow cubes, right? Which still needs something. So we've got the titanium crystals sorted. Now we need to get the diamonds sorted, which actually seem to be tremendously more straightforward. I'm sorry, we can burn diamonds? I mean, I guess it's just... Oh no, for graphite, fuel chamber generation is plus 50%. Diamonds is minus 50%. Graphite is 6 megajoules, diamond is 900 meg. Okay, so diamonds are less fuel efficient. You can burn them, but it's hard to extract the fuel. I guess because they're so stable. Yeah, super inefficient. Okay, but yeah, making this is pretty easy. And hey, we've got coal right here. I can do a whole graphite production area right here, which is handy. Yeah, no, diamonds are technically valuable because the whole diamonds are forever. Someone set up just like a giant, I think, magnifying lens for like solar power. Or maybe it was a mirror, but you know, they concentrated solar power onto a diamond and causing it to like burst into flames / explode or something. And I think that was a long time ago. I think that's an old timey. I mean, if you had the ability to destroy a diamond, wouldn't you? Just because doesn't that feel kind of badass? All right, I might not be able to hit that piece there because it's pretty close to stuff. I mean, I could put this one kind of like this. Now, we're going to be producing more coal than I'll be able to feed into one production line, but that's okay. It's just going to be ready. Okay, yeah, good. I can still move around this. Excellent. I just want it set up so that I don't have to worry about anything running out too quickly. Why isn't it? Feels like it wasn't changing the orientation. Okay, so that's, I mean, way more coal than we are going to be able to process online. But again, that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do here is produce, so I'm going to run the coal here, produce the energetic graphite here, flow it back down this way, because if we get energetic graphite... Actually, do I even want to do this, or do I want it back further? Actually, that's probably fine. I probably don't even need to flow this back. Well... No, I will. Even though it feels a little bit goofy. And by a little bit, I mean this is going to feel super groovy. I'm going to run this like this. And then that like that. Wait, I don't even need to be this long, actually. Because we're probably just going to do another 3-wide set of science buildings. One here first. And yeah, you're going to be producing yellow cubes. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to still process it in diamonds as well. But I think that's going to be that. Oh yeah, don't forget to power the miners. I could probably save the Tesla tower there, but meh. So, since we are going to have to do the diamond, tell you what I'm going to do. Just to make sure we got plenty of room. We're going to run this way. I think I need smelters. Let's go pick up some extra parts here. Oh, inventory's full. Yeah, which makes sense, because I got all the garbage I picked up. I think I ended up picking up a bunch of the silicon. Yeah, there we go. Let me dump that out. And that. Oh, did I litter some of these? I did. There we are. Is it 1 second per cycle? Oh, it doesn't actually tell you unless it's running. I see. 2 seconds. But it needs to input 2. So yeah, we can run a maximum of 6 of these on a standard belt. I think actually I might go for a row of 12 on a non-standard belt, actually. Or the Mark II belts. Well, you know, we'll start with just 6. And then we'll be ready to scale it up. Okay. Oh. I know we produced these, but we can just grab a few. So you're going to yoink from there. Export to there. And build 5 more. Gonna be up for now. I will go and leave this space ready to go for expansion if we want to double up our throughput. But for now, I'm gonna limit to there. Let me just dump this stuff in here. Yeah. Okay, good. When we change the production to paper clips, oh man, see, every time someone mentions that, I go and play Universal Paper Clips again. I've played through that game so many times, even though it doesn't change, it's so interesting, you know? So then, okay, for diamonds, where do we produce them? Are these diamonds? Okay, they're also in a smelting facility. So I can probably just sort of like offset here, depending on how quickly we need to input diamonds. It's 2 seconds, it takes 1. Oh yeah, so this is actually fine. We can actually have them paired up with one another. Game is paperclip. One entity mining the universe, yeah. The only great idle clicker game. It is so brilliant. And so different. It's not like Cookie Clicker. It's a whole other thing. See, I think... I know it's like, it doesn't actually match up number-wise, but then we can grab from this last one. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. What produces there? That's okay. This produces a graphite every 2 seconds, one every 2, and this needs to pull one in every 2. So yeah, exact number ratio is going to be fine. So I end up with one too many here, but that's fine. Let me go break that. Just clear this off. I'm still going to leave this room empty so that we can expand things later on. This is the tower to cover this. Okay. And is this really it? Or is it? It's less painful than I thought it would be to set up this yellow science. It feels like in Factorio, when you get the next tier of science, the production queue is so complicated. I do have too many, because I have one extra. I thought I built 6 more over here. I thought I put 1 and I copied it 6 times. No, okay, there you go. 1-to-1 ratio. Perfect. Guys, I totally planned that. That's the way I wanted it to work. And theoretically, none of these should ever get starved. And yeah, we have way too much coal coming to the system, but we can scale it up later. And I'm gonna go for the tier 2s here, because they will still stack quite high. But there you go. I'm sure we're gonna need to increase our inputs. But for now, let me just stretch this out long enough. There we go, for a structure matrix. And we can have it route right alongside the red here. So I bring it up this way for now. Yeah, see, this is why I increase the number of belts being made. And then you're gonna output... I think on the output side, we can get away with just a Mark 1, because I don't think they construct them that quickly. So I'm gonna build 2 more there. Oh. Oh, that ended up being a bit of an awkward gap here. Actually, that's kind of annoying me. Does it annoy you guys too? There it is. There it is. Get scrooched together. Thank you. Yeah. Just not elegant, you know? Delete, thank you. Load all the materials. Go. Just opening these and hitting tab just to dump these for, if I picked up any randomly by moving belts. Ditto here. Dump some over here because we do have some extra oil and water on us. There you go. Let's get rid of it from our inventory. Lovely. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna stack these up more now if I've got them. I'll need some more material for it, and I need belts, so. Yeah, we're gonna pick up more belts at 1 than we did before. I need, I guess, a total of 21. If I'm going 3 wide, 7 high, I need 71. Watch out building north, south, east, west better for lines. I agree. So that's what we're doing here was a little bit more east, west, as I've discovered. Because we did some north, south stuff, and it was awkward as heck. So I'm going to try to avoid that going forward. I know that, oh, wow, yeah, see? Burned through so much of this stuff. I know that the belts don't really care about support because they can totally just go up in the air, but it's gonna annoy me. There it is. So I'm just gonna match this, and we'll have another bit of this sort of awkward. An excessive, ridiculous line for the science. Ideally, I would have had all the science production sort of in one place, so I could consume all the science in one place. But, you know, that's not what happened. Sky spaghetti, exactly. It does lead to some really neat lights in the dark. I keep trying to hit plus and minus for the elevation change, and that's not how it works. Come on, don't click the tower. I want to click this. Oh, that's also in the way. Okay. Nice in the cover thing. Okay. Oh yeah, and my little bots are gonna have a hard time actually reaching here, but let me grab my Mark II inserter. Now when we get to the next type of science, we're gonna have a harder time feed. Oh, no, I can feed from the other side. It's totally empty. Okay, good. Just run here so my bots can do this. I'm burning a lot of fuel right now, but meh. It's only carbon-based fossil fuels. Nothing bad ever happened from burning that. Just running along here. Belt. Built my science setup at the pole once and made a smiley face with the belts for the cubes. Oh, that sounds nice. I know these have been skipped over here, but I'm just realizing I should really focus on getting the starter bit done. Plus, I can put down my extra science labs here. It's not like anyone actually has to live on the planet. That's true. In this case, we really don't care about the environment. Okay, I need 3 more laps. To finish the yellow Tower of Doom. Also, let's do this, because... Oh, my bots aren't here. Quick, charge the bots. There we go. Thank you. All right. More yellow, the better. Could you code a game like this? So, Perspective Hal is asking if I could code a game like this. And the answer is yes. Would it be feasible to do in a reasonable amount of time? No. Would it be as optimized? No. But I could, I'm sure. And the most annoying part of doing this, in my opinion, is going to be like the planetary coordinate things, because you're trying to build, square stuff on a grid on terrain that is inherently curved, which is why you end up with this. Now I have a whole freaking tutorial series of videos. Well, I have a playlist, a series for planet generation, and it ended up having to my God, the math. It was horrible. It was horrible. Very satisfied that I finished it though. That was actually had been a Patreon request when I was more active in doing this sort of stuff. Okay, hopefully, okay. And someone's building that. Four bots are having to go quite far, but yellow's now flowing. Let's queue up something that eats yellow science. Well, let's start with just an upgrade, because they're always fun. Sure, more energy, more inventory. We're just gonna get some of these basics. We're gonna have to start doing solar sail stuff. There you go. We'll get ready for this and that. Still don't know what this does yet. Logistics carrier engine, sure. Oh, actually, you know what? I wish you could queue things at the front. I have to figure out a way. I want the vein utilization first, because consume less ore seems like a great thing to get ASAP. But yeah, let's get these quality of life things first, and then figure out what we're going from there. All right. How come there's a little gap? Are you really? Yeah, I guess they can't produce fast enough to fully saturate, but that's a good sign. That does show us that we clearly don't need to worry about upgrading this chain, because we're not quite saturating it. Although it's pretty close, which is nice. We want interplanetary logistics. Yeah. Okay, well, let's throw that in a queue next, actually. So if we go back to technologies, where's interplanetary? I have planetary, and then there's interstellar. Maybe it's fine. What does it need as a prereq? It needs high strength titanium alloy. And then, there we go. Oh, this is between planets. Okay. So the interstellar to me is between stars. And presumably this is also what you use to shift things between stars, but it's also interplanetary. It's just that for interstellar you need warpers. Okay. Integrated logistics system is what? Automatic piler. Setting up an automatic piler on a conveyor belt can automatically integrate 2 consecutive cargoes into one, which greatly improves the carrying capacity of the conveyor belt. Oh, is it stacked them too high? Like 2 tiles high? Huh. All right. There you go. Yellow science is a go. And so my power's still okay, because what is it, when it gets low, does this blink orange? Some people were saying something like that. Okay, it's pretty close to the cap, but we squeezed in just a... We actually, by everything we just did here, even though in terms of actual real estate from what we added, I think doubled our power consumption, because we were at 50% satisfaction. Now we're about 100%. All right. But it's going. Okay. Woo-wee. Little kink's a little funny to look at, but... Actually, could I have gone? No. Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, I can do that, actually. There you go. And then just make sure to drop these yellow cubes off. There you go. Looks a little less dumb. Still pretty dumb, but it's fine. Kinky is fine. Sorry, was that kink shaming? Our conveyor belts? That's the gas giant we're orbiting, right? It must be. Okay. So at some point, we're going to run out of the stored titanium. So right now, what I'd have to do... Oh, there we go. Are we already getting a... We are not producing our diamonds quickly enough, because we're not producing our plastic quickly. No, we are not producing... Yeah, the plastic quickly enough. Okay. Oh, I should really pick up more of that. But... And I knew, like, I wasn't putting down a lot of this at the start because I didn't know how much I'd need. And the answer is clearly more. The answer is usually just more. Start there and click and drag. Yeah, that's much easier. Colliding with object. What object are you colliding with? Oh, I think that input is in the way. Let me... I'll probably redo those belts. Yeah, then it collides over there. Is it still colliding over here? No, you're good there. Lack of item now. Okay, sure, fine. Because then we can just say, you grab... Oh! I don't even have to belt the plastic. They can feed into one... No, I think that's fine, though. And then, yeah, if I just redo these... like that, then they won't conflict. No, that's not where I wanted to put you. My hands are extra shaky today, so I apologize for, like... Everything's taking me just a little longer to drag with any amount of attempts at precision. I'd like to say I blame the excellent coffee that Essentia made, but no. We actually did a oh, that is working. Huh. Doesn't actually look like it did. We did a cupping yesterday, which is not the weird quasi-massage thing that leads the hickeys on your back, but like a coffee tasting thing, because Essentia's still super into good coffee. Working her espresso machine. We have Cafe Essentia. This morning, we all got some fancy coffees, which is nice. If you still want to label areas, you can use the pavers to write block letters on the ground. Oh, that's fun. You will have significant power problems. Okay, yeah, so now I can see, it's not super clear, but I can see that these are orangey instead of blue. So these chemical plants must eat a lot of power. I did turn off some generator. I did kill these over here so that they wouldn't be consuming our refined oil anymore, which I'm still fine with. In fact, I'm gonna go and scooch these up. But what I might do is, we had an area I think I set up. Yeah. So this area here was set up just to generate a bunch of graphite, mostly so that I would have fuel available. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Am I out of conveyor belts again? No, I've got them. Oh, maybe there were type 2 conveyor belts. I'm not sure. Oh. Do this. I'm going to leave this as sort of a buffering thing. So I can still pick up fuel from there potentially, unless we're burning all of it. And I know these can be chained. Although I'm also going to build some just in parallel here. I think what I'll do is What object are you colliding with? Oh, really? Oh. It looks like you can pack them tighter than that. But I guess their hitbox is just a little whatever. Oh yeah, I can change the splitter thing. It'll be a little awkward because I actually don't have enough inventory space to pick it up. I'm gonna leave it like this, but you're right. That would be better if I can Well, I guess I could put down a temporary stockpile, dump stuff in it. I don't know. Let me get back to that. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for... Oh, I'm out of inserters. I really should just go and pick some up, but let me just get this going before I go and pick up a bunch here. All right, and they power themselves. You're connected to the grid there. I'm not sure if anything else is kind of... Let me make sure to just put down a Dyson thing here. Oh, no, they're connected to each other and then they feed in there. Although, I'm going to feel better if maybe there's a secondary connection in case I accidentally break something at some point. There you go. Okay, we're back to blue for power. Wow, these things generate quite a lot of juice. Although, maybe something else is just stalled and therefore not consuming power. That's possible as well. When you drag a line of machines, you can increase the distance plus minus. I mean, I know I don't have the items on me, but I'm not seeing. When dragging, you press plus to adjust the spacing. Oh, really? Plus, plus, plus. Oh, 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 oh. That's so cool. Okay, I wasn't noticing exactly what people were saying. That's awesome. Let's see about picking up some more foundation. I'm gonna get rid of all the water on this planet. And a bunch more of these belts. Thank you very much. UI quality of life stuff is best. Yeah, no, that's crazy. What a nice little add-in. I think I do need more of these geothermal things. And then we'll pick up some stone because we're clearly out of that. Yeah, I do want to make more plastic, you're right. Let me get a little bit more power sorted here. Because we're probably... Because I think we're only just barely... Actually, God, this is actually satisfying a lot right now, but I think we are going to eat a lot very quickly. Oh, that was the other thing I needed to do, is grab some inserters. And triple grab over there. I was gonna say, I don't think that's... Yeah, I was missing the inserter, and that might have been part of it as well. I say, I'm having a little hard time confirming that it's locking, especially because I think the alignment is just, it's a little screwy here going north-south, especially so close to the pole. Okay, there you go. We got 222 everywhere. It's good. Although, oh, we're gonna make sure the inputs. We'll use all three inputs over here. There you go. 222. All right. So that's a lot of power. There you go. We're only using about 1/3 of our possible production. So I feel a lot better about expanding other things here. Okay. So plastic. Automatic inserters much, but eventually rebuilding is also important. Green inserters and belts definitely nice to automate. Yeah, well, and I probably should, yeah. I mean, we got a full backlog over here now, which is nice, but yeah, we definitely needed more plastic. Hang on, what is not being fed in here? Oh, I'm out of titanium! Okay, there you go. Let me make sure I didn't have it. I still want to finish this. And into that, into there. Okay, let's make this a priority because I think this is going to be really handy to get going. I think we have to make a trip right now to get another manual load of titanium. Lots of fuel. Basically just want to dump as much of this stuff as I can. Okay. That's gonna be fine, because these storage things you can see only have three rows. So as long as I have 3 rows empty, I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last manual titanium trip, because I mean, I don't know how the logistics stuff works, because I haven't used it yet. But in theory, the next time, well, I guess I'm gonna still have to travel out there to set up the logistics. But that should be the only purpose of that trip. Okay. Yeah, I might have Mark II research, but... So... Up and at them! Drain all the power. Alright. And a fuel. Yeah. I've got tons of juice. Plus, I can. There's coal on Sriracha Sprout itself, so. That's what I said. Up and at them. Do. Yeah, I do need power to turn. I'm hoping I'm locked in enough here, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. And I left fuel there last time. Yep, for conveniences. Again, doing this, I just want to play Kerbal. I've overshot many times. Yeah, the first time I was playing DSP, I had a hell of a hard time actually landing on planets. Very good. It helps. Oh, is it tab? You can sort of center based on this, which helps as well. Oh, I didn't realize tab was a toggle. There you go. And yeah, you just move your mouse to where it is, then hit your up arrow or your W again to aim towards the planet itself. Ideally, oh wow, that's quite convenient. No. You're supposed to smack into the ground over there. As I say, ideally, I want to land right where my construction stuff is, and as it so happens, that's what happened. Oh, there's my big charging array. I mean, it's not the full 8, but that'll grab my battery pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna fill up on titanium, and then I'll fill the rest up with silicon as well. We don't need it right now, but I'm sure we're gonna need a ton. Well, again, maybe it turns out I won't even need that, because again, we'll be setting up the interplanetary logistics, but done. And it's down here somewhere based on what I'm seeing. Yeah, there it is. Grab that. And yeah. Engines are full. Yeah, we got enough to get back. Green sprout. Set up an indicator arrow for me. That also helps. There we are. We're gonna have to skirt around the gas giant. True, 200 yellow science to 600 titanium. Okay, yeah, so you got a good amount. Use 9 for your charging stations. Plan it out. You can do 16. Oh, wow. You die if you fly into the sun. I don't know. We're clearly going to have to do a test run at some point to see if that happens. Just going to steal a little north. Let the batteries recharge again. There's no dying yet. Go, just point, hit W. You actually hold W, because if you're not really turning much, it doesn't use any juice. It's still charging, despite that I'm holding W here. Spoosh! All right, litho braking for the win. Although I keep landing on the wrong side of the planet for that. I should have little charging stations all over the planet for exactly this sort of situation here. Going to the gas giant doesn't work either. Can you like skim stuff from the surface of the gas giant? Boom. Titanium. Grind. So yeah, I used a lot because I used 1,000 titanium here, or 1,000 yellow blocks, which is what is it? Was it? I guess it's 1 to 3, so 1/3 of this in titanium for the vein utilization. But I do like the idea that, you know, we're making sure that our mining veins go a little bit longer. Oh, that's true. I can, well, the problem is murderizing trees. I wasn't empty over here. I just had to wait for the battery recharge. I didn't need to murderize trees to put it in the fuel chamber. I was good on that. All right, yellow cubes are now a go. Let's get extra stack this as well. I'm just gonna go and dump the silicon over here. There we go. Groovy. Stack. All right. So yeah, once the yellow cubes reach there, that'll finish, and then we'll get the next logistics. Now, this logistics tech, where was that? Over here. So it's going to let me build interstellar logistics stations. Space elevator, more convenient transportation materials between planets, can connect factories, different planets, form gigantic industrial empire. And then logistics vessels. Oh. So presumably I need these vessels to go between planets, but I still need, for the planetary logistics system, I'm assuming I still maybe need to build some drones for on the planet itself. And those get made in an assembler. And for that, I need thrusters and I need the better processors. So I should probably look into setting something up for that. So I'm assuming the fancy processors are an upgrade over the regular ones. Yeah, so we need that plus, oh, what is this? Microcrystalline component, which is made from high purity silicon and copper. Now, the high purity silicon you can make from stone, which we have been doing, but now I got a bin full of this crap. So what's this? There's just the green circuit board plus these. Where was I making it? Because I want to get rid of... Yeah, right here. Here I'm smelting stone down to make silicon. So I don't want that at all anymore. Because in theory, we're just going to get the good raw stuff from somewhere else. So the change is going to be... And yeah, if we can get to the point where we just replace more of the belts with this, that's going to be great. I only need one, but... do they merge together in one view? No, they don't, which is a little annoying. Okay, let me just put the one for now. That was glass. Shut up. You don't know me. The glass. There's glass. God damn it. Shut up. I mean, thank you for your help, everyone. All right, copy. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I forgot to do the input before the copy. All right. That's not where... Am I making... I must be somewhere. Squint mode engaged. Am I getting stone from somewhere else? Am I not making silicon? Huh. I had just assumed. Yeah, it's down to silicon. So yeah, I guess if I ever needed it, maybe I was just handcrafting a little as part of like constructing something. Because I think the matrices... No, they just need glass. All right, anyway. So what I'm gonna do... I'm making green circuits. I'm putting them out over here. Oh yeah, still need to pick up the silicon. Just out of range on both sides. Nope, not glass. They look too similar to me. Okay, good. Now we work on the Interstellar logistics. Excellent. Let me move this thing. There. I'm getting confused about my production chain. I have another product to make. I was like, there, now I can combine the green circuit board with this, but that's not what we're doing. It's this plus copper. Idiot. Copper veins come in here. Copper and then gets copper plated. So what I should just do, I copy this. Does it copy the whole thing? No. Discovering that you can jam these in here is so good, and I keep forgetting to check when I can put a Tesla tower between some other bits. Don't forget to drink something. Thanks. You're right. My brain's not hydrated enough anymore. Perfect. Okay. We're making this. What's the construction speed on this? Okay, produces, takes 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, so we're fine on that. It wouldn't surprise me if we end up wanting more of this. I mean, probably this whole area is not going to work out well enough, but we'll see. And then, yeah, later on I can put the logistics bot thing on top of that. Oh, is this all working without getting in each other's way? Oh, I thought we were going to have a conflict, but apparently we're okay. All right. So now the output of this has got to combine with the green circuit board, which I'm thinking I might want to make the circuit boards in bulk somewhere else, like just to match this, maybe 4 circuit board production. But what I'm going to do for now is just route some over here. Yeah. Or let's use some space over here. Can I? What am I thinking of? Let's pave the world. Pave the world, make it a better place. There we go. Perfect. That down. Dump some stuff in there. All right, good. Oh, you know what? I should do the little buffer thing here. No more than 1 stack, though. Just a little bit of a buffer. There you go. The days can keep producing right now and do that. All right. So what I need is another row here where the green circuit boards are going on it. There you go. I'll just throw some stuff in the queue so that, oh, there you go. Interstellar power transmission, that sounds like it's useful. Mini fusion, sure. There you go. Just keep busy researching. Yeah, I'll just piggyback off this for a sec. Oh, wow. It's smart enough to do the entire jump over everything. Oh, it's actually going between buildings. I didn't even realize. I thought it was going over the building, but no. All right, that's quite cool. So yeah, this is not scalable, but this will get us bootstrapping it anyway. What are we building again? Oh yeah, processors. Oh, we can do a base tour. Who's that? Runa? We can do a base tour after I set up this little area here. Figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life. I just want to extend this so that we build a 4th one. I'll probably trim that actually. Let's get you down here. that back off by 1. And we'll do the splitter chest thing. Like so. All right. There's no way we're making enough green circuits to feed this whole thing. Although, oh, the production's quite slow. It takes 4 seconds per cycle. I think it's 2 per inputs. And I mean, obviously we have a stockpile saved up. I suspect we're gonna have to do more green circuit production, but for now, we've got that going on. And there we go. All right. Now, why was I making these processors? Does anyone remember? We had a really important reason. Is it as part of yeah, planetary logistics system. And then we got the interplanetary as well. So this needs that. This also needs particle containers, which I'm sure we're not building. Oh, and raw titanium ingots. So, hang on, I might want to reserve a few here. Oops. Reserve a couple of stacks of those. I make graphene myself. Sulfuric acid? How do I make sulfuric acid? Refined oil plus stone plus water. Good God. All right. And yeah, so to the planet. Yeah, you can see the whole curvature of the planet. So it's like Factorio, but in 3D, except you're very quickly going to fill an entire planet. Which is fine, because then you can travel to other planets and ruin them as well, which is great. And then, when you've ruined every planet in your solar system, then you invent warp travel and ruin planets in other solar systems as well. It's great. All right, sulfuric acid. So, I mean, we have our current oil production over here. Now, how are we doing on the, yeah, I think the refined oil is still generally going down, but we could probably yoink more out of this too. And just route it somewhere else where we need access to water and stone to make sulfuric acid. Now, water, I mean, we can get everywhere. There you go, there's a stone pile over there. But there's also another crude oil seep here. Oh, automatic piler. Increased capacity of power belt. Oh, yeah. Stacks to 2. That is quite cool. As a way to increase our belt density. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do this because I mean, we sort of want both the tier 1 oil cracking and the tier 2 to get maximum value out of everything we produce. But I could just go and do the crude cracking here, get the hydrogen gas, flow it back to my area over here, and just have the refined oil here with the stone and just make sulfuric acid. I don't know what's best. I think I'm gonna make a new area here. So we're gonna need, yeah, 1 oil extractor, 1 water extractor. Should pick up some circuit boards. And a little bit of mining. I've been standing. I had been standing near the stone. Yeah, I do think another area. Oh, it's near the pole. Construction here is going to be fun and exciting. You know what I need? I need more wireless power transmitters. Oh shit. You know what I need then? Is I need to pick up the raw materials for that. So. Oh yeah, see? I can't pick up the, yeah, I definitely need more green circuit board production. Low version. Yeah, I mean, I can pave over ocean, and then also my transport belts happily go over ocean. They're totally okay with that. Well, I don't know where I want the water yet. Yellow bell isn't, is it? Oh, maybe I should put an alarm on this. Oh, we might be out of titanium again. No. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, you're not getting your... I think... Yeah, I think what we need to do is upgrade this to a Mark II belt because all these sign slabs here are consuming all my graphite. Although what I can just do... Because a bunch of these are sitting idle because they can't dump. But for just the moment here... Going to do this so the belt keeps filling. But yeah, this needs to be a higher speed belt. I don't have this automated, but if I just go and get a bunch of the tier 2 engines, there you go, I can craft a bunch of the tier 2 belts. In fact, I'm going to go ham on that and then pick up another set of these. Yeah, we're running into the Factorio thing of we need more of all the things all the time. I think I'm gonna go and upgrade. I don't think I've got to upgrade that far back. I mostly need to upgrade this part. If I do that, there we go. That becomes a segment. I'm not sure why the segments are being... There you go. So this whole place is set to really fast right now, which I think is going to help make sure these are running okay. Although this is no longer supplying enough coal for all of that, which is fine because we can actually access more coal, except we don't really have the placement for it. Well, I can jam a machine there maybe. Yeah, the lack of green circuit production is really going to hurt over here. I can craft some by hand on demand as need be, but it is definitely something we're gonna have to fix fairly quickly. But I think I'm going to continue working on the sulfuric acid issue first. So it doesn't, yeah, it won't auto rise above that stuff. Although presumably if I do this, there you go. It's at least something. Although, yeah, I think this will have to get upgraded. This part of the line, like that. There you go. Okay. No, I'm having a hard time moving there. In any case, this should... There we are. Fully saturated on that, which is good. That is the refined oil. Oh, upgrade this. Lovely. Yeah, so I'm happy I'm not piggybacking off this refined oil and starting a new one, because I think there may have been some shortages over here. Working power. Is my power no good? What the hell, man? Seriously? Good God, game. But again, more power always is kind of literally the theme of Dyson Sphere program, because we are literally trying to build a Dyson Sphere so that we can get to infinitude power. So, yeah. Getting a little awkward with the curvature here to make things actually connect. Oh, why are you insisting on doing the straight line? That's kind of annoying. Oh, and then we just don't have enough graphene for this route. Which I think... Well, it's actually just not enough production here. I know we could have done this with just one, but the belt was in the way, so we're doing it like this. Mini fusion, that sounds kind of maybe vaguely useful. That's fully saturated now, good. Which should help this continue to flow a little bit better, hopefully, fingers crossed. Because we're running out of places for me to just add a bunch of wind power as well. 15 power plants in one belt is the max. There you go. Although that's probably, it might be 15. Is that on a tier 1 or tier 2? This might reach out here. If these sort of fill themselves up, we might get a trickle down to here. Although actually, the problem is we're not actually 100% saturating this. Good, someone's trying to do a Facebook call. Yeah, I need to build a little bit more of this stuff here, but... Well, we can do solar power. We haven't done it yet. And ultimately, we can do a bunch of that. Maybe I should just generate a bunch of solar panels. How bad are we power-wise? We're close. Maybe what I'll just do is mine some more coal somewhere. Or actually, you know what? Let me just add a little bit of parasite power off this thing here. We may end up having to move this later. Just leaving an extra gap because it makes it a little easier to place the inserters if they're not quite lined up. A little easier. It feels a little easier anyway to place like diagonal lines. Weird. All right, we're now fully satisfied. Wow, medium factory reached a power generation of 100 megawatts. Welcome to our medium factory. We cover maybe 1/4 of a planet so far, which ain't that much. I have loads of hydrogen. Well, probably at this point, and yeah, maybe some of it could be burned. And what I could do is over here, all I'm setting this up for is refined oil. I guess you never run out of oil, do you? These seeps just have slightly different, maybe production rates. But they don't seem to have a capacity, which is good. So we can run, apparently oil is completely renewable here in this planet. Oh, it gets slow over time. Ah, all right. Because I could burn the hydrogen off of this. Hang on, I gotta kill my phone. Ever since my nibblings discovered they could contact me on Facebook Messenger, it's nice to be popular. It's nice to be wanted. Ba-ding! Airplane mode. I only got 17 minutes of the stream left. I'll get back to you soon there, kiddo. I don't love the word nibbling. Me too! It's really convenient. It does have the downside of, like, the first time someone might have to ask, like, what does that mean? But sometimes you can figure it out from context, which is kind of nice. And here's the thing. We take the word sibling in English for granted. A lot of languages don't have a word for siblings. So you end up having to say brothers and sisters all the time. Just like you often have to say nieces and nephews all the time, right? So nibbling, it's not the newest word. It's been around, apparently it was first used, I think maybe in the 50s. But it's still pretty newish. It's not in broad usage, generally speaking, but it seems pretty convenient. And it has a perfect parallel with siblings. Like, it's not an effort to be politically correct or anything, although as an advantage it probably is as a little bonus there. But it's about, you know, can we find a word they're very useful? We clearly find the word sibling really useful. So yeah, why not have the equivalent? Okay. So all this here, we're trying to still set up sulfuric acid production. I'll leave a little bit of space here. Oh, actually, I should kill the inputs. Yeah, it's annoying. Anyway. So this is going to be the filter for the refined oil going that way. There you go. Which, yeah, should just mean only hydrogen gets over there. So, give me the stats on hydrogen here. Plus 100% fuel chamber gen. So I guess it burns really quickly. It's only 9 mega. Actually, 9 megajoules is not bad. Holy shit, hydrogen has more energy per stack than graphite. It doesn't make much sense for us to carry it around for engine purposes because it doesn't stack very well. Yeah, better than graphite, but stack smaller because, yeah, it only stacks to 20. Well, so far, all the fluids I've seen only stack to 20, which make them very inconvenient to carry around. Huh. Should have picked up a stack of gears, but that's not the end of the world. I'll have to pave things. Let me leave a little gap. Yeah, we can chain these later, but for now, just get that sorted. There you go. You're starting to eat that, which is great. You're connected to the grid over here. No fuel right now, but that's fine. If I have any, burn that off. Just for now. Just get rid of it from my inventory. Okay. Sulfuric acid. Which of the buildings do you actually get produced in? What do you look like? Right here. You get made in a chemical factory, which is this, yeah, not an oil refinery, but a chemical plant. Okay. Let's assume you're going to set you up kind of like this. Uh-huh. You need water, stone, and the refined oil. Filters. This? Oh, it's not flowing because there's no, this isn't happening over here. What happens if I put a conveyor belt on this? No, I don't want to put a storage container on this because it doesn't stack very well for these things. It's all kind of moot. But what we may want to do on the output of this, and I might want to do this on both sides actually, which I kind of do, which I think means this thing's in the way. Is it seems like it'd be a good idea have a storage buffer. Is that gonna work? Okay, I was gonna say it's a little crooked because of the way the lines are working, but yeah. And these can be stacked taller if I want more. Now for this job you need lots of everything. Okay, there's not a mismatch where we need like 6 of one thing and then 1 of the others. So we need a lot of all the things. It doesn't really matter what's on the close route. Something like that. So what I'll plan on doing is routing the stone around here. And then I should have a water pump. There. Okay. To rotate the bend and belt. Oh yes, I have done that before. It's quite handy because you can choose which way to bend or even do a diagonal, which I've never done the diagonal. I probably should use more just like free-form straight lines. But in the moment, I sometimes forget. Use things. The fact that this has like so many inputs over on both sides make me think some of the liquid chemical recipes must be hecka complicated. Probably something that needs 4 inputs. like, why isn't it running? Maybe I should power my miners over here. Much like a political group that wants to lower the voting age to 16, I'm all about empowering minors. Oh, that was a tortured metaphor. All right, there it goes. And again, I don't know how much of this we need. It's hard to math this one because it's a 6-second cycle. The limiting factor actually then will be the stone pickup, which actually then in hindsight, since we do need a little more stone than anything else, and then we can get rid of this little upsy downy bit. If I were at the route, the water to there, and the stone here, because then the inserter doesn't have to work quite as quickly. Although it does mean my belt's got a little bit wonkified, but we can just clean some off the end to over here. In case there's a mismatch between these. But I'm thinking I'm going to make 6 of these. Which actually won't work because we won't be able to pull the stone quickly enough. Unless the stone input is a faster inserter. Actually, even then, that's... I'm not even thinking through my math very well. But... whatever, I'm gonna do that anyway. Ooh. Drag doesn't quite work so well near the spiral. But yeah, I'm still gonna go do 6. I love the way this is looking, actually. Think you'll need at least 10? Yeah? Well, maybe I could just do 10 now. I can always improve the inputs later on. Oh, I didn't realize the water pumped so slowly. Look at that. That's actually really slow. Huh. You train the oceans too much already. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter where I build it. It's not going to be any kind of preview about production speeds, so I'm assuming it's just a fixed rate. It's balanced fact, oceans are infinite resource, yeah. Fair. Totally fair. Alright, so this is still going to be our bottleneck right now. I suspect. Yeah. It's clearly the bottleneck, but that's alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the... This is an example of the rare times when I want to kill the belt and not the inserter. There we go. Stop that there. Click in here and tab just to dump from my inventory. Okay, but now our belts are carrying the stuff that I want them to carry. Groovy. And so, this is a liquid. So let's get this to flow in. This actually might be a good example of wanting to put it further away. I don't know. I'll put the liquid dump in here. Where do we start using it? Does anyone remember what we're trying to make the sulfuric acid for? It was a product that we needed to make something else, wasn't it? This stuff? Particle containers? Was it for the graphene? It's for the graphene. Okay. God damn it. So graphene also needs... Was that raw coal? No, graphite. Graphite plus sulfuric acid equals graphene. Sure, it'd be great if we had a coal deposit right over here. But we done, nah. Well, I guess the easiest way actually is go into map view. Okay, there's their coal deposit. Oh no, it's over there. Based on where I thought it was just hanging out there. Is there, wait, is this whole area empty? Is it mostly ocean? I guess that would be why. Coal veins over there. I could maybe, if let's say tear down these power generators and use these to burn the hydrogen instead. Okay? Then over here I could extend this area, which we're already producing graphene for our diamond production, and then use this. Yeah, I think I kind of like that idea. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a liquid container here. The buffer. Oh, where was it from here? Okay. Straight ahead that way from where I am. Might just cut through the pole, actually. I think I like that idea. Because I think building things at the pole is generally going to be kind of a little awkward, since the grid alignment is going to keep getting just completely mucked up. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Let's try this game as well. That was fun. Then let's ramp up production. Yeah, I mean, all these factory building games, Factorio, Satisfactory, DSP, hell, a lot of the survival base builder games we play, they're the games of now build more, now build more. Oh, you thought that was enough? It'll never be enough. The only thing is sometimes it's enough for now. That's as close as you're ever gonna get. Yeah, see that. These little wonky lines here, especially as we get near the pole. Yeah, just awkward. Go, bots, go. Okay. So, and yeah, let's go and trash these buildings. I have no idea if we're actually producing enough hydrogen here to satisfy everything. The answer is probably no. Oh yeah, if we can do the belts off the grid and not have the jogs, but that's fine. Yeah. So I think the answer is very much no, not probably no. Although you get a surprising amount of juice. What we could do is we could crack like more stuff over here, but let's leave that for now. Right. So do we have sulfuric acid on the belt? We do. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to leave lots of room here in case we need to increase our production. And do that. And then, oh, my core energy is getting low very quickly. Let me stand here for a sec. This gets made in a chemical factory. All right. Fill my core faster, please. It's rarely a problem. Oh, I had nothing in the chamber. That's part of it. Here, I got some random wood. Burn that. Should probably grab some graphene. I don't think I bin it anywhere here, and maybe I should do that, but... Okay. You could use the power to split water to get hydrogen to generate power from. You can make hydrogen from water? Do I not just see hydrogen as a recipe here anywhere? I'm not blind. Well, I mean, I am often. Because I was just going to try to look up the recipe for hydrogen, but... Huh. Well, in real life, yes. Not in DSP. Oh, okay. I'm like, maybe that's a thing. Although I guess that would give you infinite renewable power, since water is infinite in this game. I mean, it's fair for the purpose of that sort of operation. It's pretty infinite in real life too, but all right, chemical plant. So go graphene, and yeah, sorry, what does the recipe look like when I click on this? 3-second cycle. So it's not going to matter because the cycle speed is the same as the production. I think we can feed it just fine. But really, these two should be inverted. Maybe I'll just do that. Just to purge everything off of this. Because we've got to grab more of. Oh, that is actually a little more awkward than I would have liked. That's so awkward, I wish I hadn't done it. But you have to grab more of the graphite, or graphite, than anything else. So you kind of want it to be closer. I don't think it matters given the rates here. Oh, there we go. Potentially pull back a little here. Leave room for this crude oil, which actually... I could, just for the sake of whatever, I don't have one. I was going to say I could feed into this. Crude oil production's not the limiting factor to this setup. Oh, our hydrogen is backlogged. Well, I think yeah, because we have so much power generation, these things don't have to run that much right now, which I guess is good. Should almost like be ready to stack up more of the hydrogen here, so it can stockpile during these downtimes. Doesn't like doing the click and drag when there's a curve for whatever reason. I'm gonna do the thing where oh, there's a gap there. Okay. Oh, I never set a recipe. Oh, there was just not enough items. Okay. I still think that if you don't have enough items, it should still try to put down some, rather than failing entirely. But that's not really a bug. That's a design decision that I don't necessarily agree with. But it's not actually a bug. Yeah, we'll keep a little stack here. Does anyone remember what I was doing the graphene for? I'm sure we're gonna need a lot more of this. So I think I am planning... That crude oil is actually really inconvenient because I can't extend this. I mean, I could if I bring the sulfur back here, but I also wanted to leave more room for all this. I guess it's fine. Logistics towers. Right. Right, so that I could build particle containers. Once I get logistics towers, it's going to be a lot easier to like route these things to each other, but... For now, well, for the first few batches, I can just manually build a few because these particle containers I can make by hand. So yeah, that might be what happens. One stack, please. Yeah, I bet you the drones will need tons of power. That's when we'll really need to get our solar stuff. Move that section over, doesn't fill the oil steep. Yeah, I guess if I just moved everything over a tiny bit. Yeah, maybe I should just do that now. Before this gets really full and it becomes awkward for me to clear up. That'll be better. Nice that I still have the recipe on my clipboard. Saves a few clicks. Again, I could have laid one down first to make the copying a little easier, but here we go. All right. That's back on. Let that run for a scooch. I should really get more chemical plants. And I still have to solve the green circuit board issue. In that we really don't have much production for it. I mean, for a mall purpose, I mean, eventually they'll fill up and it's going to be fine, but I guess it's already happening, actually. Yeah, there you go. I'll pick up a stack of those so I have them. Anyone familiar with the modding scene for DSP? Anything interesting there that isn't just a better manner or faster automation? Yeah, that I don't know. I haven't looked into any of the mods, because, I mean, the first time through, it's probably worth playing the game vanilla. Yeah, I really do need to pick up some fuel so that I'm not running into this problem all the time. As far as we can get. Yeah. All right. Well, this actually builds this stuff really quickly. Do we get more than one per cycle? Oh, we get 2 per. Oh. Okay. The Mark 1 belt is still going to be enough to carry everything over here. Yeah. All right. I mean, we're clearly going to want to buffer more. In fact, I suspect I might want to eliminate the limit on this completely. We'll have a giant buffer ready for things. Woo-wee. Oh, I probably ran out of titanium again. Yeah, we are out of titanium again. Now, we're not actively researching anything that needs yellow, but it's probably worth... Oh, geez, I didn't realize I'm 10 minutes over my stream time. Stepping on a Kiss for Luck stream. We'll switch over to that in a scooch. There you go. These are now producible. So, these things here, they get made graphene, this. So we're definitely going to want to automate. Again, we want to automate, at least for all these intermediate products. Again, some of the buildings I don't mind crafting by hand because they take 2 seconds to do. But we are going to need these things going. What are these? Logistics bots versus logistics drones. Huh? Bots dynamically balance the supply and demand distribution logistics system, but will not transport items to destinations outside the distribution range. Drones dynamically balance the supply and demand of the planetary logistics system, but will only work for the logistics station it belongs to. Huh? Is this the correct one? This is the planetary one. Yeah, not Interstellar. This, I'm just going to set up the one for the planet itself. Well, or do I want to skip directly to the Interstellar? Oh, I need... The planetary logistics stations are a prereq for this, so... Doesn't matter. We don't do titanium alloy yet, although we have everything we need to do that. And yeah, we're gonna need a bunch more particle containers. So that's gonna be... This thing here is gonna be the big bottleneck here. Which I guess means these, what are these things called? Electromagnetic turbines are gonna be another massive bottleneck. I think some people were making comments about those being really annoying before, and I can see why. Yeah, good old green turbines. Yeah, some people expressed that that thing is kind of a pain in the butt. Mm-hmm. Oh! I'm littering. There you go. So... Can I see what the radius is? Maybe the planetary one doesn't have a radius? Oh, right, because then there's also the logistics distributors. Oh, these are the things built on top of this. Oh, this is whole planet. Can't zoom out any more than this, but... I mean, I can go here. It doesn't really show me. Okay, let me come back. I'm gonna come back to my inventory, right? It always does. Yeah, okay. So, it's actually this thing, which I hadn't realized I wasn't built. Well, that... Didn't realize there were different things. Oh shit, I'm full again. Whoa! That's not what I meant to do. I meant to just tab on these things to dump random inventory bits. Okay. I got some spare space. So those are the things that I put on top of like a cargo bin, like that. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out next time. Ooh, you charge. And then we need to build some logistics bots as well. Provide and collect for Icarus. Distribute to other... Okay, they can both be turned on. Provide to collect from. Provide and collect. So, I guess for this one, I probably don't need to put a provide and collect for Icarus. It's mostly to other distributors or something like that. All right, yeah, we'll have to figure that one out next time. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, they do look like fidget spinners. You're 100% right. These bots over here. Yeah. Okay, I can see how we need a billion of these. So we're gonna have to go and get a more dedicated production line for this, which is annoying because it's a little... There's a lot of intermediate products to get to our green engines. But yeah, we're gonna need more of that. And we do need to boost the circuit production, although it's okay now, but I suspect we're gonna want more going forward. So anyway, let's see what A Kiss for Luck is streaming. Just so you know, our next live stream is on Saturday. Saturday, we're gonna be continuing and maybe finishing our RimWorld Tribals to Gods playthrough. Kiss for Luck is playing card game. Oh, she's playing the ESO card game. Yeah, I want to go and learn that. I like card games. When the RimWorld run finishes, Saturday is going to become Dwarf Fortress. But for now, Dyson Sphere program is going to continue on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays, Dyson Sphere program. Saturday, RimWorld into Dwarf Fortress. And I'm sure we're going to throw everything out the window when Kerbal Space Program 2 comes out. But we'll see. Distributor is handy for mall stuff. Yeah, I bet. Now, once I get with the distributors, then I think I'm really going to want maybe the actual buildings to be automated, because then they can just have them come to me and not worry about picking up intermediate stuff. So we'll see. Release date, KSP2 release date in early access is at the end of February, like the 24th or something like that. Anyway, we're going to go to Radicus for luck. We're going to watch her play card games in ESO, and I'm going to see you guys on Saturday for RimWorld. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming out.